Like many others, this is how my Saturday morning starts. A coffee and a good stare at the project bike. Wondering two things: where it's going and where it all went wrong. In the last episode, we only managed to get the seat post fitted and we removed the bottom bracket. If you haven't seen the bottom bracket video, the link's here in the top right corner. We then sunk in a Octo-Link bottom bracket and an XT Holotech 1 crankset. Since then, the bike's been gasping for some more parts. So here we go.
Pieces of frozen dawn, a dark hour for my kingdom. Israel, give me the power to let triumph the evil.
Now next up we're going to fit the front wheel, but it's a bit difficult because we don't have a fork, as you can see. So we're going to have to fit a fork, which we have, but it's threaded, and I have a threadless headset. Luckily I bought a threaded headset as well, and we're going to merge the threaded headset and the threadless headset together to make something quite cool. Let's see how it goes. So here we have a nice headset and then a cheapy headset. This was just a TH Industries headset, $14.99. Comes with all the threaded bits I'm going to need. And then this one is my very, very smart Cane Creek 110 headset. A bit overkill for the bike, but we're going to stick that on. That's going to go in the bottom, so it'll pretty much go on like that. Then we'll have the head tube of the bike. That'll slide on. That's going to slide on, but it's got like a crushy thing on there. We're going to do away with this threaded piece, and we'll pretend that that one's threaded, so I'll stick that on, then stick that on top of it. Then we're just going to go with this one threaded piece to lock it all in. I don't know how it's going to go, but hopefully it's okay. I think we don't need to use any of those. I think this is a replacement bit of that, so maybe we'll knock that off. Stick that one down there, and then we'll see how it goes. I guess first of all I need to knock off this ring here. I don't know how to do it, I don't know how to do any videos, or I haven't seen any videos, but I'm assuming if I kind of use this, get it under there and kind of pop it like a bottle cap. Pop it like a bottle cap. It might do it. I don't want to scratch the frame because I have lacquered it so it's nice and clear. Or maybe we'll just use like a flathead screwdriver. It might be a bit safer. We'll keep that as the plan B. Let's see how it goes. So, I guess the way I'm going to do this is just kind of like this. I'm going to mark my table. I got these plastic tables so I don't dent the stainless steel one we have, because my dad got me that and I love it very much. Oh right, it's coming out. If we just break it. Oh! Very nice! Yeah, that's a bit crusty. So let's definitely change that out. When you compare it to the new one, so this is the original one, quite thick, and then the new one's quite slim and slender. Well, we'll see how it goes. I'll clean this rust off of here. Oh, I might just wipe off. Bah, that'll do. Well, do I put a bit of grease on there? I don't know, this needs to push on nicely, I think. Oh. Well, that was easy. Okay. Bottom bit done. Cool. Let's put that to the side. I have just realised this still has a headset in there. It's a Ritchie one, which is quite nice. But I need to push both of these caps out, or cups. And I don't have a tool for it, so we might have to make a tool. I mean, they're like a tenner, but I can't be able to go out and get one. I'll go back to Simon and ask him to knock it out, but maybe a bit more interesting if we can make one. So I've got these old crusty black handlebars which are pretty boring, and they come on pretty much anything and everything that's cheap and modern, and I'm probably just going to do a slit on either side, or like a cross down to maybe about there, and then bend them out a bit and see if that does the job. Funny thing, every time I get one of these grinders out, I feel like that guy I always see on my Instagram who he kind of goes like this. Okay, there we go. So that's yeah, it's not too bad. Let's just kind of open that up a little bit. I don't know, with a screwdriver or... Ooh. Ah. This might work, he says. Let's see. Let's try and hammer it. Yes! We did it! We did it! Very good! Congratulations! Now let's turn it upside down and get the top one out, shall we? How am I going to do that? Maybe we'll just go from the bottom. Alright, so let's give it a go from the bottom. Start from the bottom, now we're here. Yeah, boy! Don't need a cool tool. Place your order. Place your bets. Place your order. I'll start selling some of these, shall I? Or a kit on how to do it. I'm a genius! So there you go, you can use a threadless headset with a threaded headset, technically. Technically. So I've been off camera for a little bit and I've concocted this, which is one of my stem adapters, 22.2, and I've put this nice Ritchie stem on there. There's a little bit of a riser, there's a bit of fluff on it, needs a little bit of a clean up. I've got a nice little top cap. Yes, I know it doesn't seem to want to seat, so I'm going to have to go and see if Simon can ream that middle piece of that out so that the head of the bolt might sit a bit more flush. So I ended up heading over to Simon's and he managed to do just that for me. After all of this effort on this M-Trax, I didn't manage to do enough homework. Turns out that the the diameter for the stem adapter is not 22.2, it's 25.4, obviously because it's 1.5 inches, or 1.1 inches, sorry. And this is a 22.2 that I had in my parts box. So these are what the bars look like. I got these bars off of Simon. I quite like them actually. This is what it's supposed to look like anyway. Doesn't look too bad. Oh, the forks on the forks are backwards, but there you go. Imagine that fitted. Doesn't look awfully too bad. But the minute that looks bad, so I'm gonna have to order an 1.1 inch quill stem adapter. So that adapter is going to go back into the parts box and go back up for sale. Talking about for sale, all of this stuff down here, all these boxes here and there. Oh, don't look at that. That's a new project of mine. Oh, and there's more stuff here, and there's stuff here, and there's stuff there. All of that stuff is being priced and labeled and everything, and I've created a Vinted account, so everything's being cleaned, listed up for sale. This is the Eastern carbon fiber seat post that was going to go in there, which was 27.2. It's too big because it's supposed to be 26.8, so this is up for sale. That's on Vinted already. I've got boxes of inner tubes. I'm probably going to keep those, I don't know. So I'll link my Vinted in the description. It's a good idea if you follow, and you can keep an eye on the sort of stuff that I have up for sale. I'm going to try and list things up for sale quite often. And apparently now you can list entire bikes and they will ship them for you. But back to the Raleigh M-Trax. But in all projects you always get something wrong unless you measure and measure again. So let's check what we got right. It's gonna have to be another video. It's gonna have to be another video where we get some extra bits actually working on it. But it's gonna be a work in progress. So anyway guys, thank you ever so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!